On to fight number 8 at AFC 4. Dustin Dennis taking on the experienced Akira Shoji coming into the AFC from Japan.
I think a lot of Dustin's friends call him Clean, don't they?
Dustin Clean Dennis. You're correct. Dennis moving up in weight for this fight. Typically fights at 185 pounds.
I think I'll call him Clean too. I don't know him, but I feel like his friend right now. And he's
You're
undefeated.
everyone's friend, Marco. You're my
you.
friend. Because
Thank you,
gosh
Wade.
darn it, you're nice and I like you.
I don't think Shoji and Clean are friends right now, though.
I doubt there's any ill will between them at all. Although that right hand had some ill will attached to it.
Clean goes to his guard right here. Let's see him work it. Clean's undefeated. He's got 6 wins, no losses, 2 draws.
Shoji has quite an impressive resume of people that he's fought. Got a great deal of experience and pride in Japan.
He's got a couple wins against some top-notch competition like Valiji Ismail, Guy Mesger, for you fans out there, Ebenezer Braga, and Alex Stiebling.
Also had some memorable losses to Mark Coleman, Ricardo Almeida, among others.
Yeah, he's been up there against the top guys. So this is a big move up in class for Dustin. Or Clean, as we friends call him.
Dustin is quite comfortable with his ground game. Dustin is a black belt in Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu, having studied and actually moved to Brazil for a couple of years there to study Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu. His trademark is a triangle, but I have a feeling Shoji studied that and is going to know his game plan here.
For all you internet people out there, there's a story goes around about Akira Shoji challenging Rickson Gracie at his own academy. He brings a whole news crew with him. Rickson comes home from the flu, or comes back to the academy with the flu, trying to get Shoji sick, but he winds up beating his ass.
Shoji winds up beating Rickson's ass, or Rickson winds up beating Shoji's ass?
Well, as we all know, Rickson's 7,000-0 in mixed martial arts competition, so he beat up Shoji.
He's getting close to your record, Marcos. What was your 7,004-0?
Yeah, it's all PlayStation 2 fights, though, on the Pride Grand Prix game.
A little bit of lull in the action here as these two work from the clinch. Shoji looking to take Dustin down or out of the ring if he gets the
It
chance.
was a nice slam there. I don't know if he hurt Dustin much, but the crowd seemed to enjoy it.
Dustin's head was up. It didn't hit the mat.
Shoji's been in there against some top Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu fighters, like you'd mentioned earlier. Ricardo Almeida, he's got a loss against. He's also lost to Paulo Filo. He's got a draw against Renzo Gracie. And he has beaten some Jiu-Jitsu men also. Valiji.
Valij Ismail, they've fame from submitting Royce Gracie years and years ago.
Right there on the beach in Copacabana. I believe that was in the Oscar de Jiu-Jitsu.
Very nice, Marco.
And
I believe that was Oscar de Kick in the Thigh. Dennis brings it back to standing.
Telling me an interesting story earlier that, how did Clean get his nickname?
I'm not sure, Marco. How did he get his nickname?
I thought you were telling me the story, Wade.
He has had a dramatic change in his appearance over the years. He used to look a lot like Mr. Clean. Thus the nickname.
Clean trains out here at the American Top Team, so you know he is definitely prepared in all aspects of the game. Oh, he took a hard
nice
right to the face.
hand. Dennis trains boxing here in South Florida with a lot of big name boxers, so I'm sure he's accustomed to
Getting hit with
punched.
some bombs, yeah.
Yeah.
I think they have Shannon Briggs over there at the American Top Team, world-class heavyweight. That's the end of round 1.
Get a nice replay of the stand-up trade here.
Hey, speaking of heavyweights, there's our referee again, James Waring, former light heavyweight champion.
And world champion hair puller.
Yes, if you all don't know, he drug Eric Paulson around the ring many years ago.
Dustin Dennis working the body with the left hand. Dustin Dennis is a southpaw, so that's his more effective hand, or his power hand, I guess you'd say.
I believe Dustin's debut fight was in Japan in deep 2000 or 2001. That's an interesting place to make your debut in a foreign country and in an event that big.
I like Yuki. Dustin Dennis' first fight in deep 2001 against Akira Gono. Real war. He was training with the Brazilian top team at that time. Went over there with Mario Sperry and Ricardo Laborio. Interesting choice for a first fight, and quite a first fight to take. You would think you'd take a less experienced guy to begin with. Told me he was prepping for his fight in the back there. They were warming up, and he heard this loud thwacking occurring, and he looked over, and it was his opponent kicking the bag, and he said, man, I don't think this guy came to do jiu-jitsu. Said his entire game plan for the fight seemed to change at that moment. I said, what do you mean change? He said, I just didn't think it was going to actually be a ground fight at that point.
Dustin did walk away, or clean as we call him, walked away with a draw in that match.
Shoji quite content to stand up from the guard of Dennis here.
Oh, nice way for Dennis to stand up in base. For all you old-time Gracie Jiu-Jitsu Academy people, he stood up in base right there to protect himself. Old school self-defense.
Hey, Dennis has landed some shots when he throws the jab first here.
He's been very effective at closing the distance and doing his stand-up grappling.
Would stand-up grappling be the clinch, Marco?
We can call it the clinch also.
Okay.
Do you have your thesaurus out?
As opposed to the clutch?
The clutch, yes.
Right.
That would be a...
which, as I learned earlier tonight, is a...
it's a new word I learned this week.
New word, yes.
Cobra clutch, a clutch of snakes.
Speaking of snakes, Dustin has a cobra nicely embedded on his back there in a tattoo.
Yeah, I heard an interesting story that he wants to change his nickname to Cobra. How true is that?
Instead of clean?
Yes.
I've heard that as well. I don't know if any of the local guys will buy it or not.
Not sure if you're allowed to change your own nickname.
I don't think so. If I had a choice, I'd probably change Shrek.
It's all too fitting for you, Wade.
Why, thank you.
They call me the professor and I like it. Oh, Wade trying to go for a guillotine right there. Some good exchanges here in the corner.
Wade was trying to go for a guillotine? I don't think so.
That was clean, ladies and gentlemen.
Keep up your bullshit, though, and I will.
Just so you know, I apologize to Wade after every fight for all the cracks.
You don't have to apologize for being a crack whore. It's okay.
Thankfully, he didn't talk about my mother this time. But guys, let's get back to the fight here.
Why is it I bring up crack whore and you bring up your mother?
These guys are really going at each other here. I think Shoji's giving the best of it.
I'd agree. Wow, nice left hand by Dennis. Shoji showing a little wear and tear on his face.
Shoji does carry a little bit of body fat. Clean is much leaner.
Clean is lean. You made a rhyme, Marco.
Yes. I'm a poet.
Very nice. And you don't know it.
Yep. Oh, big takedown by Shoji.
Very nice.
He's got side control here. We'd expect Clean to try and work to his guard. About 10 seconds left in the match. Let's see if Shoji goes for a quick submission here.
How'd you know there were 10 seconds left, Marco?
There's a little clapping noise that occurs. Ah, the end of round 2. What did you think of that one, Wade?
I got to give that round to Shoji as well. I think that he's taken the first 2 rounds so far.
Yeah.
Shoji really showing his experience so far, and a nice takedown there.
Here we go, the final round. Feeling each other out here. Clean going with his right hand jab there. Like Wade said earlier, he is southpaw.
Oh, nice two-punch
shot.
exchange there.
Yeah, that's going to hurt. May leave a mark even.
Dennis still coming forward.
These guys definitely do respect each other, but are bringing the leather.
I think Dennis has been effective when he's thrown that jab. His follow-up punch has been much more effective than throwing that jab and putting it out there first. Shoji's done an effective job of counter-punching here.
Just don't like the way he paused that jab out there sometimes.
Yeah, he does. He leaves it hanging out there a little bit too long. He needs to be a little more crisp.
Oh, big right hand. Slapping right hand there.
Nice counter-punch. Shoji's been really effective at counter-punching. He's taken that right hand and just countered almost every effective shot that Dennis has been able to land so far.
I don't think Dennis has taken advantage of the fact that he's a southpaw and making it awkward for Shoji.
You know, sometimes you wonder if guys have enough experience and they've fought enough southpaws or trained with enough southpaws, if it really even makes a difference.
Right, true.
I mean, the guy like Shoji that's had the kind of experience and the record that he does, I don't even know if he you know, it really makes a difference to him if he's fighting a southpaw or not.
Wait, I don't know if you've been wrong all night.
Could you speak to my wife?
I think Clean's going to have to get moving here if he wants to win this fight.
I agree. I think at this point he's going to have to pull off a submission or a knockout. He's down by 2 rounds here. I don't know if the judges see it the way that I do, but I certainly see it as being down by 2 rounds here.
Well, so far we've been on the money with all of our prognostications.
Prognostications?
Yes,
nice
I learned that watching football. Not much action going on here.
Crowd chanting USA. Trying to throw a little national rivalry into the mix here.
Dustin's going to have a hard time here. He's got his right arm trapped there. Shoji has that underhook.
Doing a nice job of keeping the pressure on Dennis. Close enough here where our microphones are picking up the breathing.
Yeah. Remember,
Very
guys,
nice.
Inhale, then exhale. If you could hear the referees telling them they got to work. They may stand them up if it still stays this boring.
You find this boring, Marco?
Oh, there's not much action in the last minute here. Seems like Shoji's content to ride the win out, and it's tough for Clean to get off much offense in the corner underneath like this. I keep seeing the referee giving them instructions, telling Shoji he's got to move, do something. Shoji doesn't open up. It's going to be difficult for Clean to get a submission here. Just look,
Also,
he's holding.
redirecting him towards the center of the ring there, trying to pull him out from under the ropes.
Shoji content to ride it out here. We like to call that gamesmanship or stalling.
Or strategy. Be ashamed to take two rounds of hard work and give them up real quick here.
Yeah, that's for sure.
Just to look a little better.
Yeah. A win's a win, some people think.
I think he'll chalk one up here, go down in the W column. It's been a big step up for Dennis here to fight a name like Akira Shoji, and I tell you, he's made a respectable.
Well, most definitely. I think he's going to take away more from this loss than he has in all his wins. maybe re-energize him, look at the different things that he needs to work on in his training. His coaches will help him out again.
Well, I think this will give him some things to work on, and certainly moving up in weight like this.
Yeah,
Gotta
to round
anticipate
3.
that could happen.
Let's look at these fine replays.
Nice exchange there on the feet. Dennis looking to the clinch.
Ladies and gentlemen, after 3 rounds of action, we go to the judges' scorecard for decision. Judge Hector Gomez scores about 29-28. Judge Daniel Paulina scores about 30-27. And Judge Tim Donata scores about 30-27. For the winner, from Toyama, Japan, the unanimous decision, Akira.
Well, not an unexpected result there. I felt that that decision was warranted. Shoji did a nice job, controlled particularly the first 2 rounds, and applied a lot of pressure in the 3rd round. It's a good fight.